If you're trying to start a simple morning time routine for your homeschool, but it feels overwhelming, this is what it looks like in our home. It's realistic, it's flexible, and it's cozy even in the middle of chaos with a lot of kids. In today's video, I'll show you how we are currently doing our morning time, how long it takes, and how we keep it flexible with our young kiddos. I love morning time as a way to gently ease into our school day, but mostly I love it because it's a fun way for us all to connect together. We are all learning all the same things, and the number of times I catch my kids all incorporating something we did during morning time into their play, they can do that because they're all learning it together. It makes for some really fun conversations too. All right. Time for tea. We start our morning time with our hymn, and then we work on our memory verse. After we recite this section we are working on, the kids work on their copy work, which is just the scripture that we're memorizing at the time. While their hands are busy with the copy work, I read our Bible study. Reading while the kids' hands are busy is probably my biggest tip for making morning time possible. Coloring, magnet tiles, Legos, writing, drawing, anything that's quiet but keeps their hands busy really helps them to be able to focus better on what you're reading, and it helps to keep their mouths closed because their hands are busy. Our Bible time usually takes us about 5 to 7 minutes, so it's not a super long process. After our Bible time, we typically move to our history. We rotate through different books, so I read whatever we're reading that day, while the kids are drinking their tea and munching on their snacks. Another big tip, snacks during morning time is a must. We actually call our morning time morning tea, and we have some sort of little snack. Sometimes it's homemade cookies, sometimes it's Cheez-Its, sometimes it's cheese and crackers or apples and peanut butter. It doesn't have to be fancy. This usually takes about 10 minutes for us to go through whatever our history reading is. Something I have fairly recently started doing more consistently is using YouTube to listen to read-alouds. I said this in a previous video, and it has been really, really helpful because then I can attend to other things while the kids are listening to a story. I might fix myself some more coffee or refill snacks, get things ready for our next lesson or our next reading. I can do lots of things while they're still engaged and still learning, and then I'm listening in so I can still connect with them and ask them questions with whatever it is that they're listening to. After we do our reading, we will typically work on adding things to our timeline. The kids draw a picture that represents something that we read about, and while they're working on their timelines, I'll usually read a section out of our history read aloud. Their hands are busy, but sometimes they get interrupted to help with spelling, or because someone needs a snack, or someone's sitting too close to someone else. I address their needs, and then I just keep going. And it usually just takes 5 or 10 minutes for us to do our reading and for them to do their art. Some days we don't have a history book to read and we do an art study instead. Those days are usually a bit longer because art study is really fun and they get really involved and engaged. It usually involves some sort of very simple art project as well. So those days can run a little bit longer and we just kind of go with the flow and schedule that as best we can depending on our schedules that day and morale. I try to keep a pulse on morale and how everyone is doing and adjust our schedules and what we're doing that day depending on those things. If everyone is over it, then no one is learning and there's no point in going on. So I might skip something altogether or I might just move it to another day if it's something I think we would enjoy but we just can't get to that day. Making our curriculum work for us is key for us enjoying our morning time. The beauty about morning time and really just homeschooling in general is that you can make it work for you. If this sounds too overwhelming, that's okay. This is not where I started with morning time. I used to do it in the afternoon, and we just did our Bible time and a read aloud. We then slowly started adding things we liked, like music and art study. When we have busy seasons, I cut our morning time back to the very basics. Make it work for you and make it fun for your family. If you're building a morning time rhythm, I'd love to hear what's working for you or what feels hard. And if you're craving some gentle homeschooling and grace for the chaos, I would love for you to subscribe and join our family.